Well, hi, Rick. I want to thank you for taking time out to the Art of Fearlessly Doing Business interview. I want you to give us a little information about your business and tell us who you are.
Okay, I'm Rick Hatch. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm best known as the owner of Hacienda Harley-Davidson, which I sold in 2012. Now I'm a proud owner of EagleRider. It's a motorcycle rental franchise where we sell, service, and rent dreams. So we started this in 2013.
So tell me, why did you start your business?
My first business or this one?
I would say, tell us a little bit about Scottsdale Harley. So it was your first one, right?
Yeah.
And then kind of move into the business that you're in currently.
Well, my first business was, my big business was at Scottsdale Harley-Davidson, but I started actually in Safford, Arizona. And Safford, Arizona, I kept telling the Harley-Davidson dealer representatives, I told them I wanted to be in a major metro area. And so I'm looking all over, trying to figure out where I'm going to get a franchise, and I kept telling them I wanted to stay in Arizona or the Southwest. So, they gave me the opportunity to either go to Las Vegas or to San Diego or Hawaii or Tucson. And none of those places had an open point. They all had a dealer already there, which would have required me to pay somebody for a blue sky. So I did make a deal on the guy down in Tucson, but then ultimately it didn't work out. And in waiting around, I got the best demographic, the best geographic in the whole country, which was Scottsdale. And I got that back in 1996. So I came down, opened the build, bought a piece of dirt, and built the building and opened that thing in 1998. So it became one of the largest volume Harley-Davidson dealers in the country. And I don't know if you know, but I was the first dealer down in Maricopa County or anywhere in the country to build a 30,000 square foot facility. And the first dealership down in this area to be open on Sunday. Also the first dealership with a rental department. I mean, we just sold a lot of bikes and had a lot of fun.
That's awesome. And you sold that business in what year?
2012, January 27, 2012.
And you could have kind of just retired at that point, but you chose to kind of move in a new direction and you opened up this business.
Well, actually, Julie and I had about a 1-year sabbatical, and we bought a big motorhome. We tried the lifestyle of doing nothing, and it didn't work very well for us. We toured in the home motor bus. We had basically nothing of significance in our life. We didn't feel really energized to do anything. So I wanted to get back into the culture and get back into the daily routine. And I love my customers, and all my friends own Harleys, and everybody rides every day, and it wasn't cool to be in a big motorhome touring the country, and with no meaningful thing to contribute to society. So we got back into it as soon as we could.
So why Phoenix EagleRider? Tell us a little bit about why you chose to do this particular business.
Well, we were an EagleRider franchisee when I owned Hacienda Harley-Davidson, and I kept that as part of the sale. I kept that in escrow, and so we had that all along. And we just expanded it and made it into a more dynamic, profitable business. Now we're one of the largest volume EagleRider franchisees in the country. Only EagleRider corporate stores are the only ones that even come close to doing the volume that we do. And now we can service our bikes, we can sell our bikes, we can rent our bikes. So we say that we're dream makers. We sell, service, and rent your dream.
So tell me what the first big fear was that you had to get over to start this business, to kind of grow it, because you already had the franchise, so it was just kind of making the decision to get out of the tour bus and grow this. What was the first big fear you had to get over?
Well, the first biggest fear is when we had Hacienda Harley-Davidson, we had an iconic brand that was nationally known. And just the cash flow and stuff that we had with that business because of the brand was significant. I mean, you could make a lot of mistakes there. With this little brand, EagleRider, you can't make mistakes. I mean, it's very, very close. You have to be on top of everything every day. I mean, everything as far as, I say, the owner on duty. I mean, you have to be here and you want to be here. And so the biggest fear was not having a brand, an iconic brand that would cash flow like the Hacienda did.
So what would you say your biggest fear is right now, and how are you getting through that?
The biggest fear right now is more than anything else, is trying to transition this thing into how would you say, a valuable commodity. Like right now I'm looking for franchises like Indian, like Polaris, and like the Slingshot franchise. We're trying to get that now to bring that customer and to bring that credibility back to where we are. So the biggest fear in getting that, there's no fear in getting, it's just
making it happen.
Making it happen, yes.
So what can you tell other people about fearlessness?
Number one thing, if you have passion, okay, and if you have a work ethic, okay, you shouldn't be fearful of anything. The biggest fear that I can see in my life has been if I would have stayed as a W-2 employee working for somebody else, with somebody else directing me my every move, telling me when I could go to lunch, telling me what time I had to come in to work and what time I could leave, when I could have a vacation. That just sucks for anybody. I can't imagine doing that. My biggest fear would be if I had to work as a W-2 employee. And I would always advise most anybody, you know, get away from that. Get away from working for somebody else. Go on your own. Follow your passion. Follow your dream. And I think the biggest chance you take, the more risk you take, the better off you're going to be. I mean, I started out with absolutely $40,000 of borrowed money in 1973. And of course it's scary when you leave the comfort of a regular paycheck and the comfort of your family and friends, and you go out on your own. But it worked well for me, and it has worked well for everybody else that I know.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out for this interview. I look forward to seeing you at the Art of Fearlessly Doing Business opening on December 18th at the 9 Gallery.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.